Hi guys, hope you're well. Keeping safe, keeping each other safe, and spreading the love during this pandemic because we all need a little bit of loving. I forgot to say, welcome to Football Brownie. Anyway, please check the ticket below. Please like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Football Brownie on YouTube. We really kicked on a little bit overnight, so let's get that magical 1,000 mark. That's my Twitter handle. Facebook as well, Football Brownie. I think Facebook is hitting the 700 mark. And that's my Insta. Now, I'm not going to be using headphones tonight because I need to charge my phone need to charge the phone up using my charger. So double check. Can everyone hear me okay? Just double check. I'll wait until you guys can confirm you can hear me okay before I go any further. Just a yes or no, guys, would be making. Can you guys hear me okay? Because I'm not using my headphones. So some bloody shit, loads of fucking comments coming. Loud and clear. Okay. No worries at all. Okay. Right. Let's go and start the comments. Brandon, same about Wales game, guys. I'll go into it now. Let's just go through your comments first. At least we beat the Jack Bastards. James on Facebook. James, if you have a YouTube account, come over and join the debate on YouTube. And subscribe on YouTube, because what I do notice is that I don't think the Facebook viewers can see the YouTube comments unless I put it up on my screen. The more the merrier. Francis, loud and clear. Probably unfortunate, really, Francis, really, isn't it? But thank you very much. Opinions and Bale's comments, I'll come round to that, Tom, no problems. Boxing in the Rock soon. I was actually, talking about that yesterday. Danny says, yes, Danny, same to you as well. If you have a YouTube account, Danny, come over to YouTube, join the debate. You can interact with other people. Then, when you get bored of me, you can just interact with other people in the chat. No problems at all. Thanks everyone for confirming that. Anyway, Bernard not play again for Tottenham. Can't see Jose picking him. Can't be good. Well, I'll come back to that now. What does FFP stand for? Financial fair play. Well, apparently, financial fair play. I have. Oh, sorry, mate. It just comes out. Okay. You come on board. Look at James giving it a big. I am a super fan. Anyway, cheers, James. It's Frank. Oh, Francis. It's Frank. Jesus. All right. Hey. Welcome, Frankie. Final. And right. Okay. Right. Let's start off with the game tonight. Unfortunately, it was Belgium 3, Wales 1. Going into the game, let's be honest. I always worry whenever Ramsey's not playing. I know that we should start seeing beyond the times now of Bale and Ramsey, but I do still think Ramsey does make us click a bit, especially against Belgium. Going into the game, many players have moved on since that memorable 2016 both campaign and tournament, because we played Belgium in the campaign. In the qualifying campaign of that tournament as well, home and away. We didn't lose. We beat them at home, and we drew with them away. And then obviously the Euro 16s, we beat them there. But time has moved on, and players have moved on since then. Going into the game, I was hoping for the best, but thinking the worst. Wales need Wales need Belgium to run away with this group, and I think they will in the end. And then Wales will get that magical second place. I still think that's easily, going on tonight's performance. It's hard to judge when you're against such a formidable team like Belgium, but they played well, step up to a plate. Youngsters still coming through. It's like a production line over the last 10 years or so of youngsters coming through at Wales. A great goal by Wales. The one touch, movement by Wales. A great goal, and yeah, even though we lost 3-1. I was thinking worse, if I'm honest with you. I was thinking the final score may be worse, but it is what it is. We move on. We've got Czech Republic next. It's going to be out of Czech Republic and Wales get my second spot. Czech Republic did have a big win tonight, but I would expect Wales to have a similar win. Estonia, I think it was, wasn't it? So yeah, it's Souček. That's all we got. Just have to worry about Souček in our Czech team. If we can minimize his effect on a game, I think we can win it. It is what it is, let's say. So what do you guys think about the game? And mention it in the comments, anything, and then we'll take it from there. A couple of people asked as well regarding my thoughts on Gareth Bale. His comments today concerning that he wants to go back to Madrid. In all honesty, I didn't expect anything else. I'm going to be completely honest. I know some people still have such a warm attraction to Bale because he is Welsh. I understand that. I'm from Cardiff as well. But let's take a step back and look at the wider picture here. This is a guy who he must know himself that his footballing career is coming to an end. Now he's got 2 years left at Madrid. On big money. Now, what would you do? Of course, you would go back, earn the big money. Where, let's be honest, his family are now settled. All right, so go back, earn the big money. May not play a bit. It is what it is, and then that will make you available as a free agent. 1 or 2 years down the line, and then you can command, your final paycheck basically off the biggest offer coming your way. I always thought that would be the case, and you can't blame the guy. What you can blame is that. Well, yes, you can't blame the guy because some of his performances in the Real shirt, but financially speaking, that's obviously the best way for it. Run his contract down at Real Madrid, earn what is remaining to you of that contract, and then a big free agent move. I would say China, but China is coming. All different laws now coming in with the Chinese football transfer system, so it wouldn't really actually is worthwhile going to China. But these days you've got the likes of Qatar with Xavi and all that went, and you also got the MLS. I would think, knowing Bale, I think MLS could be appealing to him. Again, what do you guys think? I know many of the English-based fans have been saying to me today that it is, they think, he just used Tottenham as a training exercise for the Euros. That could well be the case, but at the same time, Tottenham Tottenham may have used him for his marketability. You know, in business, everyone uses everyone, but somewhere down the line. But that's my opinion. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. Is the comments working, or is it my? Right. Also, FFP. Here we go. Here we go regarding FFP. Coming out of UEFA today, but FFP is rules are going to be basically thrown in a bin. I, for one, applaud that, although I can see big, big issues further down the line. I applaud that because the moment I applaud that because the moment in which, well, when Man City won the ruling against them in the court of law, that was the end of FFP. If they can't beat Man City, then you know the rule that was a precedent for everybody. Unfortunately, money talks. How the likes of Monaco, who only get a few thousand, handful of thousand, or you know, before COVID, into the ground, but yet still paying millions. PSG as well. How these were getting around is ridiculous. There's also rumours that Everton owner Farhad Nashiri has been arrested for money laundering issues. Just shows what I have known for many years is that rich men use football clubs to wash money out. There's been accusations of Roman Abramovich for many years, and it's easier to to wash money out using transfer money, using a transfer market. Yeah, and I'm very surprised it's taken this long. Really, everyone is doing it. Right, hang on. Brandon is coming in the chat. Brownie, Terry's just received £500 plus in donations. Good on him. Good on him. It's a shit channel, but good on him. Terry is only about money. Of course he is, Tom. He will not read any comments unless they have been paid for. Only way he interacts with his audience. The guy's a liar. I told you guys about what I know with you know is lie regarding running minibuses from bloody his part of London. The guy's an absolute liar. And I respected Terry actually before he took me on the show. And he absolutely nailed me to the ground. He nailed me to the ground. It was an embarrassing performance by myself because he told me before the show was going live that we would go down this avenue. These were the questions in which I'm going to put to you. So I researched those questions, you know, to help my kind of help my profile, really, be honest with us. But then when the show actually started, completely different, absolutely rebuffed it, went against everything, and the guy is an absolute fraud. Yeah, no, people lap it up. Yeah, the reward of being given honour is become the mod. Yeah, I used to support him until what he did. Yeah, oh yeah, he did. Yeah. Hang on 1 second, guys. Sorry, guys. Mrs. Putin just was coming up the door. I knew what she wanted anyway. Just wanted to clean up after me. Take my plates, take my dirty plates. Great. She's sound as long as you can get on the right side of her. Anyway, yeah, regarding Terry, we support, yeah. The guy's an absolute shyster. But many are on YouTube. You know, they proclaim to be one thing, and then, listen, I don't bloody, it's only until people fuck me over that I got an issue with people. Whatever they do on their own fucking thing, on their own channel, is up to them. The moment my name is mentioned, the moment my name is brought up in an issue, that is when, you know, I become involved. And the problem is with some of these people, they brought up my name within issues, and they thought that I would back down. Well, I haven't backed down, and I wouldn't back down. Okay, you know, I am right in what I'm in. I'm still right in what I said about Lee Gunner, because it's still happening the same. He was claiming to be living in Spain, and he wasn't. Well, he was, but he wasn't an illegal Spanish resident or a Spanish taxpayer. I don't give a fuck if he is or not. But he was when he was on Terry's shows, he was calling me out a liar, blah, 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 blah. Now, it's just a second time now in which during COVID, Spain has shut the borders for anybody apart from Spanish citizens and legal. So you have to fill in the paperwork, Spanish residents or taxpayers. The last time that came into force was December 19th, I believe, and it's still into force now. Right? Now, Lee Gunner was meant to have gone back to the UK to visit family for Christmas. We are now in middle of March and coming up to the end of March. And lo and behold, Lee Gunner is still in Britain. He then went the other day. Oh, there's no flights to Spain. When you guys seen my video the other day, because I looked on Skyscanner, and there's 30 flights going from London alone the following day, but you can't fly unless you're a legal Spanish resident or taxpayer or citizen. That has always been my stance, right? But the way Terry done me over on that show when he brought me on, I got absolutely no respect for him at all. And what I don't understand, you see, is that, listen, there's many, sometimes you can't get round to bloody filling in paperwork for whatever reason. Doesn't have to be, you know, doesn't have to be underhanded or you know, a dark reason why you don't want to, you know, I'm not kidding you. It can become so problematic. The Spanish paperwork system can be a nightmare, you know. So why doesn't Lee Gunner just admit that? But he's just going on the constant, it's everybody else's fault why he's not here. He's not here because he fucked up. Because he refused to legally make himself a resident. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Sorry, I used to watch Football Terrace a lot. Yeah, I did as well. Can't stand it now. It's very fake, just for clickbait. Yeah. Your channel's my gee, thanks Tom for the for the compliment. I very much doubt it, but yeah, you are right. Listen, we all do a bit of clickbait every now and then, but you know, I thought if you look at bloody football terrorists, I thought all show Sky been sacked fucking 30 times in the last year, according to the football terrorists. Very clickbait, but I think people are coming around to that now. I think people are really coming around to that. Yeah, you know, I'm looking at the numbers on certain channels, and certain channels are actually losing both subscribers and viewers. Tom, even Terry's reactions are fake and just attempts of going viral, cringeworthy. Yeah. And even some of the characters that go on there. There's some in which I'd be honest with you. There's some in which I have a lot of time for. I really have a lot of time for. Prime. I do. I know people have issues with Prime, but I think as an individual, I think he's a good guy, and he's helped me out quite a bit with the channel. I have a lot of respect for him, and respect for me. Respect goes both ways. You give me respect, I'll give you respect, and I hope that that can be a long term friendship. So. Also Indiana as well. I don't know if he goes much on Terry's channel these days, but he used to. Kesh, I got a little bit of time for Kesh. He can annoy me at times, but we do have a bit of banter. Everyone else, no, got absolute no time for. Absolute no time for. Waste, absolute waste. That does come back to me as well, because I'm sure none of them got time for me, but it is what it is, isn't it? I suppose it is what it is. No one likes calling other people out, you see. But if you don't call other people out because you don't like what they do, or you don't agree with some of the points from, that doesn't make debate, does it? I like our channel doesn't have agendas, and we can actually discuss football. Well, I hope we can, because listen, I got my issues with people. People know my issues, and it is what it is regarding that. I won't hide from the fact. I will not hide from the fact, because by me not saying anything sends a message that I'm in hiding, I'm in the wrong. On these issues, I weren't in the wrong, right? One time, Lee Gunner on Terry's channel said, no, sorry, he wasn't on Terry's channel. On Terry's channel, he threatened to beat me up, which is a laugh anyway. And then on a watch along he done with Chig, I think it was a watch along, but a show he done with Chig, he threatened to come knock my door. I'm still fucking waiting, mate, if I'm honest with you. If it helps me gain more subscribers, I'd be up for a charity boxing match. But it is what it is. We won't do that. No way will he do that. The fake laugh attempt. Yeah. Absolutely agree. You never stop lying. Guessing the locals are loving it that he's gone. If I'm honest with you, I don't know many people in California. I don't think he actually. I know a few people in California. None of them have ever seen him. I think he was quite a loner, if I'm honest with you. And sometimes that can come across. A little on some of his videos, especially when Mike, what was it, Vaguna's podcast or something, and he went on and basically you know, without slagging him, Mike actually ripped a new one into Lee's arse on some of his questions. But one thing was really, really showing, and that is that he doesn't take offence. You know, he doesn't care what people say, but you know, his reactions are yes, he does care. And that kind of mentality does come across as if it's someone not with a chip on his shoulder, but an absolute bag full of chips on his shoulder. And uh, in my opinion, whether it's right or wrong, but in my opinion, that type of human being, uh, very lonely human being, and very sad human being, which what's going on out there? Which then can also come across as um, fucking hell. I'll have to close the window now. Oh, right, finish. I can also come across as someone with no friends. So it kind of like links up to what I'm hearing from my mates in Calahonda. I don't know if you guys think if I'm on the right route, if I'm thinking the same way you thinking about that. If you took a look, suck up to that, yeah, doesn't benefit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks, Brandon. Many thanks. Brownie, you know firsthand he's a shit house. The guy can tell a lie and prove it. Yeah, I know, I know. What's frustrating is the amount of people who actually do believe him. That's what's frustrating. And when it's actually, the evidence is right in front of your face, the evidence is right in front of your face, and you're thinking, fucking hell, how much more information do you need? It's there. That's what really annoys me. That's what really annoys me. Brandon, have hope. Have hope. Oh, yeah, yeah. Sorry, have hope and Adam from a football terrace. We're begin. Sometimes he needs to freshen it up, and I'm surprised that some others haven't. Some others haven't joined in. I don't think he pays them. I don't think he pays them, and he showed the kind of um, he showed the kind of pitch to them that by going on the football terrace will help their own channels, which no doubt it does, but not kind of on a levels in which I'm sure that he told them that they would be simply because simply because his credibility has dropped dramatically. People, you know. Uh, Hi Ryan, hope you're well, guys. I was on Ryan's. Hang on, I was on Ryan's watch along earlier. Fucking hell, how am I doing this? Right, Ryan's watch along earlier for the Wales game. Unfortunately, I wasn't. I didn't have it on in front of me, but you know, some good debates going on there. Really good debates. So please check that out. Um, and yeah, just random debates, which I kind of like really. I kind of like random debates about everything. Wales, Arsenal, Newcastle, the takeover there. Uh, Brandon True. Hang on. Sorry, I've just uh, Lionel Mask. Yeah. Why you call no North London is red? Why you call Brownie? My surname Brown, Adam Brown. That's my. That's why. And also as well, because of my tan, I suppose. When when I was growing up in the valleys, I was the only non-pastry fucker in school. so my surname and my tan look, matched. Yeah, Brown's the surname. Have hope isn't. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, mate. It didn't dawn on me. I do apologise. Must be. Can you imagine having Chig as your right hand? Fuck that. We all have seen how his right hand goes. He was laying in. it was weird. It was just weird. It was weird, really, really weird. But uh, what's my problem with Lee? Is he's a nice guy. Um, I think Brandon mentioned in the comment after, uh, he makes racist comments. Uh, as you can probably tell by my accent, I'm Welsh, proud to be Welsh. He's made many racist comments about the Welsh regarding Aaron Ramsey. I've seen him make other racist comments as well. And he's a liar. And then when I come out and show evidence that he's a liar, then he threatens me on YouTube channels, and I've had enough of it, really. So, you know, I'm nothing against you, London is Red. I don't know how long you've been subscribed, and welcome to the channel. But the evidence is there. I it is what it is. He is racist. Kevin Roper, this is about. Is this about you or football, or it's a football podcast? Sort yourself out. Hang on, sort yourself out, and I'll put you on Cardiff City phoning. But keep it football. Well, Kev, to be honest, man, it's about anything really. Football with Brownie is about everything. If you look at my previous stuff, I mean, today we started off with Wales, obviously. Uh, you know, the thing is, it's football with Brownie, and my channel. What I want in my channel, because I'm getting to that older generation, I wanted my channel to start educating the young generations really about about the game. Um, Unfortunately, Kev, I'm sure that you are same kind of. I hope I don't offend, but if I put the same kind of age bracket in which I am, then and the younger generations don't know anything about football nostalgia, and I do like football nostalgia. Many of my previous videos have gone not just watch alongs, but many of my previous videos go on about games blast of the past, and it's not just Cardiff, it's many games. I mean, I think the last proper game I done on there was the Coventry Tottenham FA Cup final '87. I also put just other things like the top 10 or top 20 goals in both the '86 and '82 World Cups. So yeah, I got no problem. Yes, it's I'm a Cardiff City fan, so there's going to be Cardiff City content in the channel, but mainly as well, it is football. I love the game, and I want to embrace football fans from all clubs. I do apologise if you come in just then when we were on about other YouTubers. I do apologise, but unfortunately, one of the ways in which you go on, you know yourself, one of the ways in which you have to, one of the ways of getting more attention, let's just say, to your channel is that you have to uh, work together with other YouTubers. And unfortunately, that may not benefit for the better. Yeah, I do apologize. I apologize if I put you on a downer, Kev, for a moment. Just wait 1 sec, guys. 1 sec. Sorry, guys. Mrs. Putin was getting desperate work. Right, Steve, how you doing? I'm an Arsenal fan. No, I'm a Cardiff fan. I'm a Cardiff fan, North London. But I started my channel. I say realistically, going properly about a year ago, just over. And, you know, I don't hide from the fact that Cardiff fans and Cardiff fans and Arsenal fans have been the most helpful in my channel. So, okay, let's get back to FFP. So I do apologise for me rambling on. Without FFP, do you think Man City will become a dominant PSG in France and Bayern and Jim? Right, let me get to FFP. Right. Right. We got to realise now, okay? One of the people on the board who sanctioned the ending of FFP was the owner of PSG. Okay? He is also the owner of beIN Sports in Qatar. Okay? The first news outlet to state FFP was being abolished was beIN Sports in Qatar. Okay? Now, this comes back, and the reason it comes back to me here in Spain is because you guys know that I always keep in contact, you know, in the Spanish game, La Liga as well. And it's interesting for Spain now, because take back Florentino Perez, okay? I'll take that Tom's comment out for a minute. Florentino Perez, the Real Madrid presidential elections are towards the end of the year. Florentino Perez's election campaign is absolutely all over the place at the moment. And his campaign is basically going on that his campaign is basically going on the kind of program that Florentino Perez has the summer transfer window to save his skin to get to win the presidential election later on in the year. Now, within the space of the last month, messages from his campaign, because they do use the likes of Marca Outlet and En Chigarito, a sports program over here. They use that as an outlet as well. The messages have been completely different as time has gone on, as this month has gone on. It has gone on from having Haaland and Mbappe together in the summer, okay? Then it went on getting one or the other. Then it went on getting neither and bringing Ronaldo from Juventus. All over the place. Now, how this is going to affect FFP and Real is interesting, because if you abolish FFP, PSG can now, it will allow PSG to meet the vastly increased wage demands from Mbappe, and they can now pay both Mbappe and Neymar the same, I think, 18 million euros, 18 million euros a season, I think, something like that. You know, and let's be honest, do anyone really know a PSG fan? Yeah. So, regarding Man City, exactly the same. The moment Man City won that case to overturn the decision, the FFP decision last year, that the FFP was gone. I can kind of understand why they done it, but it does. I think the bad thing to it will now be that players and agents will realise that clubs don't have a limit in which what they can spend on wages. So the flip side to that is that the wage demands by players and agents will be through the roof. So in the eyes of fans, it will be, oh, our owners can spend anything now. Yeah, let's go for it, go, hey, free money, right? But for the better players, they will be demanding more in wages because there's no limit in which clubs have to pay wages now. There's no ceiling. There's no FFP ceiling. You know, how do you guys think about that? Hi, Padraig. Hope you well, my friend. Frankie, you just dropped in. You putting up comments that don't appear in YouTube chat. What? Yeah, to be honest, Frankie, some comments maybe off of Facebook, maybe. Yeah, maybe weird. Yeah, I asked earlier on, didn't I? I asked earlier on, guys, Facebook chat working properly. Notice her appearing now, yeah. Hey, Frankie, how you doing? Ryan's in the house. Tom, yeah, notice that as well, yeah. Yeah, let's not go on about other YouTube channels now, guys, yeah? North London, why is Cardiff and Swansea in the Premier League and Celtic isn't? Cardiff and Swansea, Wales was a principality during the time in which the league structure was created back in the early 1900s, whenever it was. And Cardiff and Swansea, as it was a principality and not an official country, because it was Wales, England, and Scotland. Cardiff and Swansea, Newport, and Wrexham were actually invited to join. So we were all within one football association, whereas Cardiff and with Celtic Rangers and all that, and with the Scottish Football Association. So as Wales was a principality back then, it was still, it was, England and Wales was basically one state. That's what it is. Frankie, I'm okay. A while ago, Mark would stop the videos. Yeah. Let's move on from this, yeah? Let's move on. Frankie said, personally, salary caps. Salary caps. Problem with salary caps, right? Problem with salary caps is that you could officially pay a player £1 million a week, right? But then he may have bonuses of houses, of property, of land. So technically, they're not shown in figures. You could also do sponsorship deals, arrange sponsorship agreements. So having a literal salary cap where someone has £1 million a week, in theory it should work, but it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work because the clubs and the players and everything will find ways around it. You may be given a bloody a new house every year or whatever. And also as well, let's be completely honest here. I'm trying to think of examples. Okay, the Harry Redknapp court case. where allegedly he was having funds sent to him in an offshore account in Morocco, so in Monaco, which would have been from another company to another company. It's all theory, salary caps would work, but no. Because why? As what's that film now? Greed is good. Greed is good. I can't remember now. The older guys will remember that. Wall Street, when they were first Wall Street in the 80s. Cheddars, have you seen plans of Champions League clubs not allowed to buy players from each other? No, I haven't seen plans for that, Cheddars. Tell me more, my friend. The Sarson Podcast, I'm back. Just been over to your channel. Describe like you do. All right, sorry, yeah, no worries. It's a proposal then, like you go through. Okay. Football is losing its pure to foreign owners in the Premier League, and they have other business interests. Clubs have become detached from fans. It's absolutely true. Absolutely true. And the players as well, Billy, to be honest. The players have been become detached from the communities in which the clubs have been brought up on. Because they're assets now, aren't they? They're assets. Long gone are the days where you'd go to a local boozer and all of a sudden half a Cardiff City team are in there partying. Do you have to reach 1,000 subs before you can add a GoFundMe? All right, Frankie, I do have a PayPal link. If I'm honest with you, I'm too proud to mention my PayPal link live on a show, but you have brought it up, so I'm going to bring it up. There is a PayPal link. Normally, I put it on most of my descriptions. Haven't put it yet on this one, but I will after. I normally do it after the videos go live. But there's also a PayPal link on my homepage, little one on the corner of the background photo. I appreciate if anyone did donate. It would be an honor. I don't ever want to, but yeah, it shows that you care, I suppose. So yeah, maybe I'm just too proud to mention it, but there's a PayPal link to Thanks, Frankie, for bringing it up anyway. Tom, do you think Wales will qualify for a World Cup? I do, but I tell you what, Tom, next game against Czech Republic is going to be difficult. Souček is a beast. Can that Welsh midfield handle him? Don't know. I don't know unless we can play around him. But we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be an interesting couple of games of Czech Republic home and away, I tell you. Not GoFundMe, but for monetization. Yeah, I need 1,000 subs for monetization, and that's when YouTube start paying, the adverts and all that. So I need 1,000 subs. Taking ages. If I'm honest with you, it's taken far longer than what I expected. Sheba, yeah. Thanks, Brandon. Much appreciated. Much appreciated, man. Regarding how companies could avoid salary caps, seems they could be doing that to avoid tax. Yeah, easily. You look at football, right? There's a growing trend now, especially in Championship and lower leagues. There's a growing trend now that two companies from the same owner, right? One company could own the ground, and the other company could own the club. That's what happened with Wigan. That's what Sheffield Wednesday, I think, and Middlesbrough, another one. Yeah, it's kind of growing trend. So if you separate the business, and technically, for example, if one business was making £50 million a year, then they'd have to pay. I wish I had my accountant with me, but basically, it's called a 40%, right? It's called a 40%. So that 20 million would be taxed, wouldn't it? Right? Yeah, 20 million. So, right, if one company, e.g., a football club, made 50 million profit in 1 year, they'd have to pay 20 million tax. Right? However, right, because it goes over a threshold. However, if they separate the businesses, because they also separate, it's a different business then to operate the refreshments. There's a different business they have. So by then lowering how much profit they are making, because by having more companies, it's spreading the profit amongst more companies. Because of the way the tax system works, you pay far less tax. The group of them will pay far less tax. There you go. Brownie hasn't been in business for 20 years, not knowing that yet. Because there's brackets, and there's tax brackets. After a certain amount, you go from 10% to 20, 20 to 30. So if you lower the profits by spreading the profit, then you pay less tax. There you go. Absolutely right. Players have become detached. They are now assets. Yeah. You're a smart guy, the way you put it. Well, try telling that to my bank manager. But yeah, a lot of people seem to care more about the money than winning, pretty much. Yeah. Just wait. One sec. One sec. Mrs. Putin, Viva Russia, Viva Russia. Right, sorry, Tom. A lot of players seem to care about money when winning. Of course they do. Pretty much when they got knocked out of the Europa League. Sad, I'd like to see salary cap, but can't see how. Exactly, you can't. You can't. The only way you would see a fall in wages is the old theory. I can't remember a bloody phrase now. When it's less demand in the sport, that is when football goes down. That's the only way. Supply and demand, that's it. Supply and demand. And that's why the Premier League and the La Liga have had to go to other areas of the world, because they could see the future projections of keeping it within like Europe. They could see the demand going down. They could see demand going down, and that's why they had to spread the brand worldwide. Right, Tom. Sorry, guys. it would work to police across multiple leagues. But the problem is, Tom, it's not. You can't just have. You can't just have. It wouldn't legally. It wouldn't work. The reason I'm saying that, right, is basically employment laws, right? For example, no, hang on. Okay, so if every league says, well, like minimum £1 million quid a week, right? If every league said that, clubs would have to look at other avenues in trying to entice players to come to their club, right? For example, take Neymar, right? No, take Mbappe because or Haaland. Take Haaland. That's a better example to use at the moment because everyone seems to want him. Haaland is on £1 million a week at Dortmund. Example, yeah, I know, but example. If Haaland is on £1 million a week at Dortmund, Real Madrid are offering £1 million, Barcelona are offering £1 million, Chelsea are offering £1 million, Man United, everyone, all the competitors are offering £1 million. What incentive then would that be to Haaland, knowing that he's just going to another team for the same amount of money? It's no incentive. So if it's no incentive, right, the transfer market would be, the higher echelons of the transfer market would collapse because no one would be moving. So if you've got no people moving, you've got no money flowing between the football market, between the clubs, you've got no money. You see where I'm going? So if you did do that, it'd be, for example, Real Madrid, oh yeah, we'll give you £1 million, but we'll also give you 10 houses in, God knows where. And then Man City, oh, we'll give you £1 million. It just, whether we like it or not, money still needs to travel around the football clubs doing transfer activity for the game to continue. Otherwise, the game will collapse. That's my theory. Come back with me, Ron, because that's a really interesting topic. Really interesting topic. What is a football banking order on your interest? Football banning order. Oh yeah, I was banned. Basically, what my intro is this channel is just my reflection on both my experiences in watching football and attending football games and playing football. So it's kind of like personal, and at the same time, as I mentioned early on, it's kind of like personal kind of insight into me as a football fan, but also I do hope it can come across to young, the new generation of football fans as an educational kind of tool on what the nostalgia of football, because without history, how can you move forward in the future, right? So the banning order, I was banned from 2001 to 2002 because of New Year. 2002 from 2005. banned from all grounds in England and Wales. And when Wales or England used to play abroad, I had to go and hand my passport in to the police station. And yeah, that was my life. Um, I've got no shame about it. Absolutely no shame about it. That was how it was back in the day. I grew up from those times with some of the best friends I'll ever have in my life. Um, yeah. So basically, that's what it is. Anyway. Cheers, Stephen. Uh, Will you ever consider writing articles, magazines, about some of your life experiences? I used to write quite a bit for. I used to write quite a bit, really. Kind of like linked up the channel when I first started this. Kind of like the channel's linked up to one of the expat newspapers over here. But I'll be honest with you, Frankie, they never paid me, so I told them where to go. But basically, what the hope was that their viewers or their readers would then come on to me, and then vice versa. It was a kind of a good agreement, but they never paid me, so I told them where to go. However, I do like writing. I do like writing very much like what I do on here. Come on here, it's kind of like therapy. I'm sure many YouTubers also think as well. Kind of like therapy, talking one another. With regarding writing a book, oh, maybe one day. Maybe one day. Uh, no problem. No problem. I should have been on before. It was, oh no. Hey, no worries, no worries. Simon. Sorry, I meant I didn't see how it would work to police a. Ah, like sorry, my friend. Sorry. Yeah, I know. Don't think it's possible. Yeah. In a chat, we are seeing people reacting with comments, but you still see it and post it. It's weird. I don't know. It's been. If I'm honest with you, when I first come in, I could see the viewers building up, and I was asking people. If you remember, I was asking people, "Look, can you hear me? Because I'm not headphones." And it took ages, and then all of a sudden, boom, loads of comments come at one time. I don't know. Uh, Mbappe and Neymar probably. Oh, here we go. It's never happened again. Just happened again. Right. Mbappe and Neymar fucked up transfer. Yeah. Well, PSG done it. PSG done it. Let's be honest. Uh, and Frankie says, I think Steve Tate said you're a good. You taking a piss, Frankie? Jesus Christ! I know I'm not. I know I'm not bloody good speaker. Listen to me. Brownie, what do you expect when you used to find rival fans every other week? Bed in your back garden. Good right to take your passport. I tell you a story about one time, yeah. Tell you a story about one time. Really pissed me off as well, actually. Um, England were playing. I tell you when it was. It was for 2004 Euros. 2004 Euros when Rooney done the hat trick was against Croatia. The kickoff or Switzerland, play Switzerland or something. It was in the group game anyway, and kickoff was like 4-5 p.m. 4-5 p.m. in the afternoon, and it was like midweek games, so it could be like Tuesday, Wednesday. I can't remember, but it was like that. And at the time, I had to report. People from South Wales area would know this. My nominated police station I had to report to was Merthyr Tydfil, right? But I worked in Cardiff. I was living back with mum and dad then. Living back with mum and dad then, so I just had to commute back and forth to Cardiff all the time. But my work would finish 5. I think I managed to get maybe half an hour off early. I told them some bullshit reason. And yeah, basically. But England played a few days before because of group games. You know what group games are like. And I said, what time's the next game? For example, 5 o'clock. You have to be here 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock bloody Tuesday or whatever. So I did say to him, I said, look, mate, I'm working in Cardiff. You know what the traffic is like getting out of Cardiff, yeah? So please bear with me if I'm going to be, 10 minutes late or whatever. Yeah, no problem, Adam. I said, look, I'm not going to jump on a bloody flight to, where was it? Austria, Switzerland, wasn't it, I think. And of course, fucking get back, in time to report to you. Yeah, no problem, Adam. And I know the guy. I know the bloody the actual policeman. I grew up with him throughout school as well. But back then, how do I say this without being bloody big-headed? Back then, because I was quite active on the football scene, it may have come across as like a medal to coppers if they caught me out. Well, anyway, the day came, and I was about 5 minutes. It was 5 minutes after kick-off. So I went to hand my passport over reception. Oh, hang on, he said. Hang on 1 second. So I'm waiting. I'm thinking, it's taking a while. All of a sudden, from a door behind me opened, and coppers come out, arrested me there and then for being late. They put me in a cell overnight, and I was in special court the following day. And the judge was like, "What the hell?" The judge threw it out basically. But yeah, that's basically the type of mentality us football fans had to put up with back then. And I wonder why football fans reacted so much back then. Anyway, different topic, but do you think Ronaldo will stay at Juventus next season? Yeah, I think he will actually. I think Juventus have now come out and said that he's staying. I'm still flying like a kite after South Wales derby, lad. I'm not actually. I had to calm down a bit because Mrs. Putin battered my credit card because of my activity during the South Wales derby weekend. He will move to next. No, I don't think so. I think he'll stay. I think Juventus have come out. Well, it's been reported Juventus have come out and said it, that he's staying. Thank you. You're a good speaker with no pauses. No pauses. You have a relaxed manner, and you can be understood. I very much doubt that. But thank you very much for the comment. Much appreciated. Jack. Hi, Jack. Hope you're well, my friend. Do you think Pirlo will also stay? I don't know, my friend, but I don't know. I think I think Pirlo could stay, very much like with the mode of Solskjaer. Is that if he was a non-Juve legend doing this kind of refit, let's just be honest, refit at the club, then they may not have, fans may not give him enough time. I'll tell you what's going to be interesting is when all the fans are allowed back. That's going to be interesting. On many fronts, really. One is if a team hasn't been playing well, what kind of reaction would the fans give? But also as well, be interesting to see what kind of mental difference it gives to players. Because I've no doubt fans not being in the ground has destroyed some players mentality, really. Especially when you see some of the home records, the away records are far superior than home records of many teams. Because at home you don't have the 12th man cheering you on all the time. So will there be a similar kind of effect when it's reversed, when the roles are reversed and the fans are then allowed back in? That'll be interesting. But going back to your Pirlo point, I think he will stay because of no fans in ground. And it'd be interesting to see. It'd be interesting to see if fans will support him or reject him when we start coming back. And not just Pirlo, but Arteta's another interesting one at Arsenal as well. You know, it'll be very interesting, very telling once the fans are back in what the kind of general mood is, rather than clubs sitting on social media and reacting to that. What do you guys think anyway? These comments have stopped again now. Here we go. Prediction for 2 teams to reach the Champions League final. I think Bayern. Could it be in Bayern and Real maybe? Something tells me that Real are going to turn it on at the back end of the season in Champions League way. I don't know why. I think it'll do Liverpool. I don't know why. Tom, yeah, he agrees with me. He says Chelsea as well. Okay. Oh, hang on. Sorry, one second. Paul, hi Paul. Hope you're well. Hi dude. I'm very well myself. And you? Mr. Top, it's been all over the place, Paul, if I'm honest with you. Wales lost today. Going into the game, I hoped for the best, but thought the worst, but was thinking the worst. 3-1 defeat after being 1-0 up. The Welsh scores are a brilliant take and go. We just want Belgium to run away with the league and run away with the group, and for us to get that magical second place. The game against Czech Republic, home and away, is going to decide the Welsh future, really. Stadiums are dead. I'm surprised some of the players are struggling to raise the game. Yeah. If that's against lesser teams, yeah, that's right. So I'm really thinking if a similar kind of reaction is going to be the other way around now, where I don't think scared is the right way. I don't think scared is the right word for it. But because they haven't experienced a proper crowd noise, going from having a few people on the bench to having 60,000 people in the stadium, it may take months or a season or two for certain players mentally to get themselves bloody around that. Can't really dislike the fake crowd sound. I really dislike fake crowd. Yeah. It's crap. I'll be honest with you. If I'm watching a game between 2 teams I really don't have any interest in, it bores the tears out of me. Yeah. Hi, Upper Cardiff. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're well. I'm doing well. And yourself? Funky, the fake crowd noise, it is shit. Absolute, it is pants, guys. Right, let me just go off for a minute. Guys, before I go any further, before I do go off, put it down to you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Football Brownie. Come on, let's get to that magical 1,000 as well. I did, I don't like, it's only the first time I've ever mentioned it really, but Frankie did mention like a GoFund page, but I do have a PayPal page which is on my homepage of the channel. Also is on descriptions, but I put it after the kind of thing, I don't know. Right, and this has been completely open and completely honest with you guys, yeah? Do you think that I should do a banner for the PayPal? Because technically I am not mentioning it. I'm still a proud guy, right? So technically I am not mentioning it. But then every half an hour it may come up as a separate banner. What do you guys think? Just give me ideas, really. Okay. Upcard massive win set. Oh, it really was, wasn't it? Really was. I don't know. I don't know, mate. I thought Roden had a good game. Dan James took his. I don't know. It's all about opinions, I suppose. Paul says, "Yeah, do it, man. Fuck it." Frankie says, "I think you should just add it. Maybe no one will contribute. Maybe some can." Yeah, I know, but I just think it's a bit crass, if I'm honest with you. I just think it's a bit crass. I don't know, but maybe I will. Maybe I will. Frankie said, "And will." I think you should, mate. We won't be asked about it. Everyone else does it. Fair enough. Oh, cheers. All right, no worries. I'll sort that out. Because I think it's a bit crass. But I do know that other people have like I'm as the channel gets better, increases in subs, I will be spending on graphics and so on and so forth. So technically I'm not I'm not going to be suggesting anything, but I'm sure that I'll do that. Thanks, guys. Sometimes my thing isn't the best, so you guys help me out. Yeah, fair enough. Paul, nah, you have reason. So okay, all right, no worries. Cheers, Paul. Much appreciated. It's only an idea. I just needed everybody. I know everybody does it. I know everybody. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Brownie, you're getting a slap on the wrist by all the subscribers. Put it up. I don't see why you're doing it. I know, but I know. Right. Okay. All right. I'll do it. I'll follow through. No worries at all. What I want to do. Right. This is another thing as well. Yeah. Which you guys listen. I am fucking rubbish when it comes to bloody graphics and fucking shit like that, right? So you guys may be able to help me out. Right. With StreamYard, right, what I'm using now is StreamYard. The kind of like defaulted start is the countdown, from 30 seconds down, blah, 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 right? But you can customize your like intro. So I want to put my intro, rather than the countdown, right? But it says that I need to do it a different bloody file, M3P file or something like. Oh, I can't fucking remember. It just shows how bad I am sometimes with bloody electronics. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just right. What I may do tomorrow, and I say may, we'll see. Well, first of all, there's going to be an upload tomorrow. I'm going to take you guys down memory lane, and I'm going to take you guys down memory lane to Italia, 1990. And the reason I'm going to take you down to memory lane, Italia, 1990, right, is because there was a moment before Italy and Argentina semi-final, right, when the Argentinian anthem, the game we have to understand, the game was held in Naples. Maradona was captain of Argentina, and he was also captain of Napoli at the time. And the Argentinian anthem goes up, all the Italians were booing. Maradona then shouts out in front of a camera towards the fans, who were basically Napoli fans. He says a phrase which I'm not going to repeat, not tonight. Yeah, well, may as well. Says "Ahita puta," maybe you son of a bitch type of thing. That's one. Believe it or not, in English, when it translates to English, it's not really it doesn't really come across offensive, but it's really one of the most offensive things you can say, in the Spanish language. So he says that, and he says it really close to the camera. Argentina then went on to win that semi-final, knocked Italy out of the World Cup. But after that World Cup, relations between Maradona and Napoli fans never were the same. So much so that Maradona then went to Sevilla, and then that's when his cocaine bans and all that started coming in as well. So the upload is really about that kind of little off story from Italian 90, which many people may not know. So that would be the upload for tomorrow. And then I may well be doing a watch along tomorrow night if I can. Okay, I'm going to try and get a small Spanish bar. Pending on a kickoff, I need to double check a kickoff, but I may do a Spain-Greece watch along. So if you guys are around, let me know, and we'll take it from there. Right, I'm going to knock this on your head now because I need to do other work. But let me go through your comments beforehand. Jesus. Right, Frankie, do you think Mrs. Putin will appear on a channel? She will one day. She will one day. Teach us a few words in Russian. I know a few words, unfortunately. Never. And you teach us some Welsh. My Welsh have gone downhill, actually, since I weren't that bad in school. But, throughout my adult life, yeah, my Welsh has gone downhill big time. But my cousin is actually a Welsh teacher. So maybe I can get her on. Mrs. Putin will come on sometime. I tell you when Mrs. Putin will come on. Mrs. Putin will start coming on when bloody I get monetized by fucking YouTube and they start paying me money, and she goes, oh, right, okay. So if I go on here, then it will generate money, and then I can spend it on shops. I know her thinking. Right, Google come. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I will. I'm thinking that then when I'm thinking, why am I asking people when after this I can just go on YouTube and check it out myself. On the TV the other day, it was saying that since the lockdown, more people are learning Welsh than any other language. Is that in Wales? Is that in England? Or that's an interesting fact. But I would assume, if I'm honest with you, Steve, I would assume that that would be from a small area. You know, we're kind of like, I can't see people doing lockdown in Spain wanting to learn Welsh. And so I would assume that would be from a small kind of radius, you think? I don't know. Big up to a Welsh language. Nice one, but yeah, no worries, Paul. Hey, guys, come on. I do love these kind of chats, really. So, you know, all over Croatia, everywhere, nonsense, man. Most of Spanish people I know never knew that Wales had a language. But then, you know, Spain has 5 languages over here. People don't realise that. Right. I am off, people. I am off. So take care. Please help the channel grow. See you tomorrow. You know, it'll be an interesting, that upload tomorrow will be an interesting one. Because when Maradona does that, that was basically the end of his Napoli career. Right. Take care all. Have a good night. Love you all. Take care.